Ani, Bojo, Kwe Kwe. It's Catherine here from Moonstarlodge with your midweek to weekend icing on the cake reading. And I'm still using all these cat decks. For a picture of the totality of the decks, you can refer back to Facebook page or the Instagram page. But I'm quite taken aback. It's a funny looking layout, as you'll see in a moment. Just a reminder, I'm putting up these videos. Actually, I'm not putting them up. Brian is putting up these videos from now on Wednesday at 6 o'clock because Spirit guided me to shift the focus from midweek to weekend. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because as I mentioned in the full week video, it's a free will choice thing that we are collectively making choices throughout the beginning of the week that impact how the week evolves. So we are stories in motion, as Colette Baron Reed is wont to say, and our lives and what we do are stories in motion. So that's why we do this, to kind of fine-tune what's happening. And I'm shocked by the number of cards that came out the same from different decks, mind you, that reflect ideas from the week-long reading. So I'm going to ask Brian to switch the cameras to go to the cards. Now, I was pulling out cards and I opted with the Mystical Cats Tarot for these cards. I already had 6 on the table and had to stop myself. I wasn't doing a full week reading again, but the cards just seemed to keep coming. I fumbled, my hands fumbled terribly. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and with all the weather changes, I have not done well getting the cards on the table. So I dropped a lot of cards, and a lot of the cards that dropped out of this for this particular reading were the same from 2 or 3 decks. Now, statistically speaking, that just can't happen by chance. So I had to add a couple of cards here because, in fact, I had to go back to the decks when I realized it wasn't a mistake. It was Spirit trying to say something specific about this reading. So let's start with our tarot, and this is the Wheel of Fortune card. And fortune can be good, fortune can be bad, but my assessment of it is that it is good fortune. Fortunes are shifting midweek, and we have the same card as the significator of the full week reading. This is the 2 of Fire or 2 of Wands. So I know that we have good luck moving into this, but let me get back to this card. So the good luck, the middle of the wheel, it's a 10, which numerologically reverts back to a 1, and it's the movement in a new journey, and it's clarified here by the Queen of Hearts or the Queen of Cups, whichever you want to say. That was a Freudian slip. She's the Queen of Emotions. So Queen of Water, Cups, Heart, Love. So she is an emotionally mature, introspective being, and she's saying that you're coming upon your luck with clear mind and heart, moving forward lovingly, enjoying. So here's our 2 of Wands, the same journey we started at the beginning of the week, reminding us we're still on this journey. And it's clarified by this wee kitty here. This kitty is focus. Meet Artemis. She is the master hunter. She can focus her attention like a laser beam. She has crystal clear vision and razor sharp hearing. She even has some extra antennae that can pick up on subtle clues. She observes everything, knows how to be invisible, and leaps out at the perfect moment. We often have a zillion ideas floating in our minds. We are multitasking machines. When Artemis shows up, it is time to pick one thing, to hone in and quell distractions. How will we ever catch that mouse if we don't focus on it, letting everything else fade into the background just for that moment. So the energy of Artemis, who is a Greek goddess and huntress, is what we need to bring to this new journey that we are coalescing the information about, our plans and the why. This is always the card to me of why. When we are looking at doing something or making a choice, we need to ask ourselves why. What is the reason? So she's helping us clarify our journey. Now, this card is Sea Queen. And in this deck, this is also the Queen of Cups. So again, we're bringing emotional maturity, flow, and it's clarified by watching. And so this is about being the observer. It's interesting that the watching card is facing Artemis, who is got these razor sharp eyeballs. So we're clarifying, watching, observing from a place of emotional maturity, no going off in tangents, no worry, no distress. The next card is the 9, I believe, of Wands. And we had that card differently expressed in the full week reading. So we're coming to an end of a journey, and there is, you know, the lead cat here is on guard and protective, but it's a good protection. We are reminded that we are on a new journey, and this card was in the full week reading as well. It's a major arcana card. So the new journey is happening. This seems to be a smaller event, a step within a bigger journey that we are taking, because again, this is a major arcana card. So there are cycles within cycles, wheels within wheels. One of the cards that came out from this deck actually, which I had Brian douse because it fell, whether it belonged in the significator position down here, and he got no, but it came up again. And this is the devil. So this is about addictions and distractions and just kind of getting pulled out of alignment, falling back on old ways of thinking, possibly a lack of self-esteem. Because the devil card, these beings here are giving away their power to something else. So this is the clarifier, the Fool. It's just a gentle reminder from Spirit not to give up on what you're creating and go get stoned or something. It's just, don't do it. Don't get distracted by whims and things which get you pulled off your path. And this card is the Grace card. This is Temperance. This is the Balance card, the card that gives us the same. It appeared in the weekly video as Temperance. So this is the card of co-creating something, manifesting something, staying in balance. You'll see this kitty is in the middle of on a walkway or on a wall with water and spray going all around, and yet the rainbow is forming. The Queen of Wands, here she is again, saying you're bringing the passion, you're calm, you're able to bring what it is you need, just like Temperance, into this journey because it's for the long haul. A card that fell out twice as I was preparing in a blob of cards, so I went and grabbed it again, is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, of course, is about worry and anxiety and letting the left brain and the ego take over. Now, in this instance, it was reversed when it fell out. So that says it's the coming out of anxiety. That's why I left it in the reversed position. So you can flip the camera, Brian. You just can't make this stuff up. The statistical probability of getting the same cards repeatedly from multiple, a basket full of decks, is highly, highly, so beyond, nearly impossible. So this is a clear direction from Spirit. Now the card that we had, the Ancestor card in the full week video, was the Nine of Swords. So again, this is a repeat of last week. And the other card we got was to focus, the moon card was the last quarter moon in Gemini, which we just moved into Cancer. So Brian doused, and it's what we're creating now. If we keep focused with the focus of the last quarter of Gemini, whatever we're creating goes right through until Gemini, or basically summer solstice of 2024. So this is big, this is huge, and anyway, I thank you, and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Give us a thumbs up for the weekly video. Subscribe so you get notifications. Send me a coffee, make a comment. It's all good. Aho.